Annette here from Ask Me Decor. Welcome back, and if you're new here, thanks for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to show you my kitchen. If you've watched the last couple videos, you've seen my new format. I'm just showing you what I did. I don't want to bore you to death with cleaning and figuring out where to put everything and where I bought it and any of that. I just want to show you my kitchen. So the first thing we're going to do in this kitchen is make it smell good. I am going to make a simmering pot. Now, truth be told, I wanted to find a really cute pot to put this in because I don't really have one and I couldn't find one. So I'm going to use my old pot. It does the trick. All you need is a few apples, cinnamon, some cloves, maybe some star anise, whatever you like, oranges, whatever you like to put in there. Put it in, put some water, put it on low on your stove, and it will make your kitchen smell amazing. Now you do need to keep an eye on it because the water will evaporate and you might need to add more water. But it's worth it to get a great fall smell going. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you know that I actually painted my kitchen cabinets. They are maple, so they used to have this like light finish on them, and I wanted a white kitchen so bad. This is what I came up with. I actually painted the kitchen about 2 years ago, and the cabinets are holding up great. I had to touch up one little spot on the cupboard that we use the most. Other than that, this paint is holding up, and I'm really glad I did it. It gave the kitchen a whole new look. Take a look at my butter churner in the corner. This butter churner has been part of my life for quite a few years. My husband bought it for me as a gift a long time ago. I love putting something in it, usually a flower arrangement, but right now I have a clementine tree and it's growing just fine in there. So that's what's in the butter churner. On the door, I put some fall looking fabric. It has all the right colors in it. And again, I'm focusing on burnt orange this year. Heading over to my coffee station on the countertop. We make coffee and tea on a daily basis, and this area of the counter is the perfect spot. I always put a seasonal picture behind the coffee and tea, and this year I've added a few cutting boards. This maple leaf shaped cutting board is one of the only things I bought for the kitchen this year. I also bought a pumpkin shaped one, which you'll see in a minute, but I love this maple shaped cutting board, and that little pumpkin I actually painted to match those coffee mugs. I love our little coffee and tea station. All I did above the cabinets was add some seasonally colored mason jars. My vintage items stay up there all year long. Here's the DIY of the year. All I did was go for a walk, grab some leaves, and I twisted them on a piece of floral wire. It was very easy. 2 leaves, twist them on the wire, 2 more leaves, twist them on the wire, and before you know it, I had a swag that covers the kitchen window perfectly. Little pumpkins are applesauce cinnamon pumpkins that I made last year, and you can actually see me making those in my fall kitchen video from last year, so go back and check that out. They were very easy and they still smell amazing. believe it's October and my rose bush decided to actually bloom again? It's never done that before. So before the frost comes, I wanted to bring a few roses in because they match the color scheme and they are so pretty. Heading to the other side of the stove reveals a few well-placed items. This little lamp is something I've had for years too. That was actually a gift from a friend. The pumpkins were my mom's. Love having them on the kitchen counter where I can think of her. These brown pumpkins in the bowl were actually orange plastic ones that I painted. I wanted them to match the color scheme better, and I think they look way better. You can elevate your orange plastic pumpkins very easily with a few drops of paint. Let's head in the pantry. I never forget this little counter in my pantry. It always gets a seasonal look. This year, I've used a picture of an old pickup truck filled with pumpkins and this great looking pumpkin pie pumpkin that I got at Michael's a few years ago. I love the way the writing is on this pumpkin, and it's actually a pretty accurate pumpkin pie recipe. And let's not forget my pastor area. This is where the dining room connects to the kitchen, and it's my favorite spot to decorate. This year I've hung some pumpkin towels, and I made a great looking flower arrangement using some of the dried flower heads from my garden. A few fall towels and pumpkins complete the look.
Last of September, I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a giant ember. Everything is turning into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chase, it puts a smile up on my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low.
Here's another great example of how to use some dried flower heads from your garden. These are bee balm, and all I did was put them in with some fake pheasant feathers, some fall looking leaves, and then I made this great looking bow with ribbon that I got at Hobby Lobby this year. That was another thing I bought for the house this year, and I love the color of it. I've used it in a couple places in the house. It really pulls off my color scheme.
Oh, the leaves were running wild, going all the way until November.
I'm going to call this the star of the show. This is a vase I bought at a thrift store. You can actually see a video of how I transformed that into looking like an old piece of pottery. But in the vase is what I did with some dried grasses and flower heads that I picked on a walk in the woods.
Around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low. Dancing through the last days of September. I wonder where they're going, the flight of swallows sailing through the sky. There's no way of knowing, but
Are you looking for a way to elevate your everyday? I did just that by buying these two plates at Walmart a few years ago. I use them every day for dinner. They go with the theme in the kitchen, and they really look cute on the table. I love them.
leave the branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low. Dancing through the last days of September. When the autumn leaves are playing chase.
The center of the table gets this cute looking basket with a woven pumpkin, more of my ribbon, and some twinkle lights. What a nice way to complete your day when you sit down to dinner.
Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low. Dancing through the last days of September.
That's it. What do you think? I am in love with it. I'm so glad that I used more of the burnt orange this year. I'm really liking the pop of color. It's making the kitchen feel very warm and cozy for this season. We all need a little cozy in our lives, don't we? So I really hope you enjoyed the kitchen. I'm glad you joined me today. Thanks for watching, and I hope you got a lot of great ideas. The next video is probably going to be the living room, and again, I'm just going to show you what I did to it. So thanks for watching today, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.